As we approach this spooky season, it's time to think about the mysterious side of world design. With myths, from Noah's Ark to Atlas lifting the earth to Achilles, myths are important foundations of societies. Myths can form what people are scared of and what people idolize. Every myth is based on truth, so first we must define what actually happened. Let's use Achilles as an example. Imagine some lord fights especially well during an important conflict, then dies of an unusual injury to the heel. Now that is your truth, but how does that evolve into a full-blown myth? Next, the myth spread, like a parasite jumping from host to host, spreading the myth. Myths are like the ancient form of gossip. Myth spreading is like a game of telephone. The tale is constantly changing, and every storyteller knows the better the tale, the better the teller. So people start embezzling the details a little. Slowly as time passes, the original generation dies, and the truth slowly becomes one wild lie, otherwise known as a myth. Every culture will interpret a myth differently based on their own values. Myths are often seen as events that form the ideas of a culture, but this is an incorrect nomer. More often, cultures help form the idea of myths. Cultures that value bravery and strength will focus on the power and strength of Achilles, while a culture that values the humanity of an individual would focus on Achilles' heel rather than his military prowess. Another important aspect of myths is world myths. World myths are myths that permeate across multiple cultures and continents. If you've ever looked hard in myths, you'll find a lot of myths reference a great flood. Though we don't have to debate the cause of this flood, the important thing is that a lot of cultures experienced a similar event. When you design a world-shaping myth, it is important that every culture or race has a myth relating to it. Each culture's myth should be different to represent their different cultural values. In summary, when creating a myth, you must first define the truth. Then define how it slowly spreads out, developing into its modern state. It is important to include the aspects of the culture that the myth is permeating through.